All right, here's a review of the Chapter 3 practice test with me, Mr. Hain. Remember, if you have not written down the shortened link for this YouTube video on the board, do that in your agenda or on your practice test now. Who's ever given this video will pause it if they need to. And we're back. All right, let's start with the most missed questions in the order that you missed them. All right, number 10 gave a ton of people problems. I know why. See, these equations that were originally on the test, they were actually not y equals. So we got to change them both to y equals. So I have the negative 2 here. I'm going to move it to the other side of the equation. So it was negative. Now it's positive 2x plus 6. The next equation. Now I have this. I have negative 4x, and that becomes positive 4x. Ignore this plus 6 because you know that was actually not a plus 6. Correctly down here I have it substituted. It is 2x minus 6 is equal to 4x. All I did was take this and shove it down here. Yes, that's a minus. That is a mistake. Make mistakes and learn. All right, cool. So now I move the smaller x and it becomes 2x is equal to negative 6. Divide both sides by the 2 because it's in front of the x. I have negative 3. Sweet. I know x. I got to plug that back into the equation. I'm going to use the second equation here. Negative 4 and negative 3. Multiply them together. I get y plus 12 equals 0. Well, the only thing that you can add to 12 to get to 0 is negative 12. So, yes, y is negative 12. My answer is the coordinate point negative 3, negative 12. Kaboom. The next one is kind of like 11 and 5. They go together like peanut butter and jelly. They're solved the exact same way. I'm going to move the x term to the other side. So you have to move negative 2x to the other side and negative 4x to the other side. So that is y equals mx plus b. All right, cool. The m is in front of x. That's m is our slope. So I have slope is equal to 2. The y-intercept is b. So I've got y-intercept, which is negative 2. Kaboom. All right, same thing with the other one. I move the 4 with the other equation, number 5. I move the 4x to the other side. I have y equals 4x minus 2. Slope is before x. Y-intercept is after x. When it's in the y equals mx plus b form, as the big panda said, skadoosh. Number 3. All right, science classes hit this hard. I hit this hard. We had lots of days of practice. We are finding the slope. Y is on top. X is on the bottom. 4 minus 6. I've got to sing the song. Negative, different signs I subtract. 6 is bigger. Keep the sign of the larger number. Negative 2. Kaboom! All right, cool. And the bottom. Negative 1 minus 2. Same signs. Add them up. So I've got negative 3. Negative 2 is bigger. 2 negatives make a positive. I've got the green box. My slope is 2 over 3. All right. Number 9. So number 9 it starts out the same way as we just did number 3. You got to find the slope. So you see that I connect them the same way, plug it into the equation, and I find my slope is 2. So now I'm going to pick a point, and the point that I pick is 1, 5, because it's positive. And so I'm going to use 1, 5, and I'm going to substitute it into the slope-intercept equation. Y equals mx plus b. So I put in my y, which is 5. I put in my m, which is 2. I put in my x, which is 1. 2 times 1 is 2. Move the 2 to the other side. My y-intercept is 3. B equals 3. So I substitute in m and b, and I have the answer to my equation, which is y equals 2x plus 3. Simple, straightforward. There you go. Alrighty then. Number 6. I did a dirty ghetto version of the graph. Really, because I want to point with the orange arrow where it crosses the y-axis, which is 1. So the y-intercept is 1. And then I'm going to draw the slope triangle in the purple. And you see that that triangle is 3 tall. And then 1 box wide. So 3 boxes tall, 1 box wide. Cool. I've got 3 over 1. Now, why is it negative? Because the right side points down. You want to be right, so you're going to look at the right side of the line. The right side points down. Down is going to be negative. So it's negative 3. Plug it into the y equals mx plus b, and my equation, y equals negative 3x plus the 1. Sweet. All right, cool. Halfway there. Number 8. All right, if I'm hitting number 8, store A is from the chart. So I just took one of the data points from the chart, $3.06 for 6 pencils. I divided. No matter what point you choose from the chart, you'll end up with the same answer. It's 51 cents per pencil. All right, I'm going to take store B from the equation that they gave us. Y equals 55, or 0.55 times x. That 55 cents is how much it is per pencil. Now just look at the answer choices. I know that store B is more expensive. I know that store A is less. They are not the equal in price. You can choose the right answer. Numero 7 and 12, which is not pictured, are solved the exact same way. I'm given the equation. What I want to find, well, the y-intercept, all I need are the y's because x equals 0. So I just have the y part of the equation, 5y equals negative 15. Divide it. I have y equals a negative 3. So the same thing is for the x-intercept. All I'm doing is plug in 0 for y because I just need the x part of the equation. So I've got negative 3x is equal to negative 15 divided by the negative 3. Yes, x is equal to 5. Boom. X-intercept, y-intercept, gadunzo. Home stretch, last two problems. All right, cool. So for number 4, I need to find out how much it costs for 1 pound of nails. So I know it's $11.60 for 4 pounds, so I'm dividing. Use your calculator. That gives me $2.90 for 1 pound. Now the question asks how much does 3.5 pounds cost? So I'm going to multiply $2.90 times 3.5 pounds, $10.15. This black dot is just on the paper. Ignore it, people. $2.90 times 3.5. $10.15. And the final question. I'm going to be honest with you people, I don't know why you got this wrong. Slope is rise over run. I should be yelling at you, but I won't. I just know that the vertical change is the rise and the horizontal change is the run. Simplify the fraction. 3 over 50. That's it. So reminders about the test tomorrow. Only things on your desk will be a calculator and your practice test. Hopefully you've been writing on it. If not, we can repeat the video, and you can write on it. No notes tomorrow. No light questions tomorrow. Blank board. We start on Wednesday, maybe even today, and we finish on the Thursday. You'll be done with Chapter 3. Let's get there, people. We got this. Best of skill.